Bills, 4 straight Super Bowl losses. They've just lost 4 straight playoff games against Kansas City. This is all a ritualistic tribute to the first ever Super Bowl played at New Orleans, which happened to be Super Bowl 4. Now, that was also the year of the Chiefs' first Super Bowl victory, so this is a tribute to Len Dawson's first ring for the Chiefs to win the three-peat at New Orleans. Now, you see, they won at the old Tulane Stadium, and obviously now uh, New Orleans, they have the Caesars Superdome, but still the Chiefs won the first Super Bowl played at New Orleans, and they're going to win the three-peat at New Orleans 55 years into the future. And Len Dawson's death will connect to this. He died at 87 years of age. Now, 87 is the opponent of the third consecutive Super Bowl victory. So here we go with Len Dawson. Gematrinator has too many ads. The guy who runs Gematrinator, he's fucked everything up with it. Len in reverse is 50 wins for the Chiefs across the three-peat. Chiefs is 50. Dawson 22 would be Gematria of Eagles. In the Super Bowl, that is. Well, Len Dawson's reverse Gematria 46, going for a four-peat, and next year's Super Bowl is at Levi's Stadium. So that's what I like about the 46 with Len Dawson's Gematria. But he died at 87 years of age. 87 is the opponent. 87 is the Gematria of the win over the Eagles. After the death of Len Dawson, 87 is also going to be the second victory over the Eagles in a Super Bowl, interesting enough. He was round 1, pick 5, the three-peat for the Chiefs. 5th Super Bowl in their history. August 24, 2022. To the time of the three-peat. I think if he dies on the 8th month, I think we should seriously consider an 8th straight AFC title appearance for Kansas City. So the Super Bowl would be played just over 29 months after Len Dawson's death. Just over 128 weeks later. Now, what's 128? 128's Gematria of Jalen Hurts. And 128 would be Chiefs three-peat. So that's how we connect the Chiefs three-peat Gematria with the death of Lenny Dawson. What about the day numerology of his death? 20-2 light path. Definitely 2 straight Super Bowls. What about the third one? Interesting that he wore number 18 in his career. 18 would be the 18 wins for the Chiefs this year. Mahomes' 18th playoff win of his career. I find that very interesting. He was the 9th of 11 kids, and the Chiefs have lost 9 games during this entire three-peat run. Now, you see the opponent of Super Bowl 4, the Vikings. That's why the Vikings were the only unbeaten team left, because it was a reference to the Chiefs' victory in the first ever Super Bowl at New Orleans. How many wins did he have with Kansas ever since they moved from Dallas to Kansas? Just that's a lot of wins. I need to input his full name in the calculator. That'd be a mistake if I don't. Of course, Leonard Ray Dawson and Scottish Rite 64 would be just Gamache of Kansas City Chiefs, obviously. Leonard Dawson would be Gematria of the Chiefs three-peating 55 years after a Super Bowl victory. So when we look at Leonard Dawson's Gematria, it completely connects to 55 Super Bowls after Super Bowl IV. And Leonard is Gematria of Glendale, the Chiefs' first Super Bowl victory after his death at Glendale, which Glendale, Arizona, in abbreviations, is Gematria of his death at 87 years of age. Glendale, Arizona, Gematria in reverse of 183 is Gematria of Cry! Eagles, cry! The Eagles three-peat for Mahomes to have an 18-3 playoff record. Of course, three-peat is 18. So it has already happened. I wonder what his stats are in the Super Bowl in his career. That's something else that's interesting. The first ever Super Bowl, the Chiefs only scored 10 points, and the Chiefs are going to three-peat for 10 straight playoff wins. And the Chiefs only scoring 10 points for the Packers. The Packers three-peat. Wasn't it their 10th title in the history of that franchise, if I'm not mistaken? Bills are losers. 4 straight Super Bowl losses to Kansas City. 4 straight Super Bowl losses. All happening in the year of the Patrick Mahomes' 4th Super Bowl title. First Super Bowl at New Orleans was Super Bowl IV. It's all part of a ritual. So, their Super Bowl championships, let's count down. Actually, their 10th championship was Super Bowl I, so there you go. Their 11th championship was for the three-peat, and this is the 11th Super Bowl in New Orleans this year. So I find that very interesting, too. But that's the main idea. Leonard Dawson is 55. 55 Super Bowls later, the Chiefs three-peat. At New Orleans, you think about the three-peat as 33. The three-peat 33 would be Gematria of Leonard, his first name. As far as 30 months goes, keep in mind that Eagle by itself is Gematria 30 in the 105th season. Most of all, that 128 weeks connects exactly to three-peat. But, the stats to Super Bowl IV and Super Bowl II. Or Super Bowl I it was. Super Bowl I. Super Bowl I and Super Bowl IV. Eagles fought a 1-4 in the Super Bowl. Eagles are our sacrificial victim. We need the third sacrificial victim. For the goat to be sacrificed to the goat, blood ritual, kill off the Niners, kill off the Bills, kill off the Eagles. But killing off the Bills during their time at the old Orchard Park Stadium, the Bills have a rebirth, a reincarnation in the new stadium to wipe away the painful memories of the past. There are 45 points scored in Super Bowl I, in New Orleans is 45, and three-peat's 45. So, again, I'm going to Lenny Dawson's Super Bowl stats. Bills are a sacrificial lamb. The scripted penalty and the scripted miss on the 2 points. Len Dawson had 44 career attempts in the Super Bowl. 44 would be just Gematria of Andy. Three-peat is 44. Superdome is Gematria 44. That's how we look at the passing attempts. 28 completions. Reed does enter the Super Bowl with 28 wins as a coach. Len Dawson scored a total of 33 points in his Super Bowl career. It's interesting how we see a lot of 33 across the years. You think about it. First AFC title game in 33 years for Washington. The first Super Bowl in 33 years for Cincinnati in Super Bowl 56. Hey, the Bills make it to the Super Bowl 33 years later. This is getting rather very, very, very easy. You don't see 33 synced up every single year, but every few seasons or so is when you see the 33s synchronized. Uh, that is it for now. Yeah, that is it. 33rd appearance for the Lakers in the finals will be the next Lakers Celtics. Lakers 18th title, 18 months after winning the in-season cup, right after the Mahomes 18th win of his postseason career, after the Celtics championship and before the Lakers 18th championship, because Celtics just won 18 and now the Lakers about to win 18, so it's connected to both.